Welcome back, football fans. So nice to have you here again. Another beautiful week of football. Love to see it. As per usual, this is the kid, Theo B, a.k.a. the fuck Prince of Narnia, a.k.a. Rihanna's baby daddy. How you doing? With me, as usual, we got Derek, the Swiggles Master. How you doing, my guy?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Just having a wonderful time. It was a great week of football. Undoubtedly the most underrated week of the year or games of the year. I'd say.
I
Um,
can see that.
yeah. So let's just dive into it. What we got? What we got on the radar?
Let's jump right into it. And I think we got to start off, as usual, with the football week. We got to start off on Thursday. We got to talk about the Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers. And I mean, if you told me that the Packers were coming into San Francisco and there was no Jimmy Garoppolo and there was no George Kittle, you could pretty much guess how that game was going to go. So, not a lot of surprises there, if I could say so myself. The thing that I really want to talk about from this Packers 49ers matchup is the impact of Davante Adams. Davante Adams in the Thursday night game against the Niners, he had his third game of the season with 10 plus catches and 150 plus yards. I think at this point, if we aren't already, we need to be talking about Davante Adams as a top tier wide receiver. I don't know if that's a crazy take to have. I don't know if that's realistic, but I thought I'd bring it up here and get your opinions on it, get the people's opinion on it.
I do. I think he's a top tier receiver. I thought he was. I thought he was for a couple of years now. It's not like it's. I mean, he had some injury issues, not a crazy amount, but he's. I still think he's top tier. Like once again, I think to be in order to be called elite, best of your position, you need to be on the field and playing, and then also put up the numbers. But that does not mean you're a top. That doesn't mean you're not a top tier. Regardless, I think Davante Adams is top tier, and I think he's been top tier. Regardless, if he's on the field, he's gonna make. I think he'll make a lot of plays. So I think he's top tier.
Absolutely. I think it helps the fact that he's really the Packers' only receiving target. In terms of receivers, if you're not looking at running backs, I mean, Valdez Scantling and Tanyan, I mean, they've shown abilities to play, but when you're talking about week in, week out explosiveness, there's no one that compares to Davante Adams.
Yeah, it's not much. I just don't think it was outlandish to say that. That's all I gotta say to that because I think it's clear and obvious.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page then. Let's bounce on over to Sunday. The first game we got to talk about, I mean, is the Colts Ravens game, which was looking to be a pretty good game. I think some mistakes on the Colts end kind of led to the Ravens taking that one. A really nice play that I really like to see was Chuck Clark when he was returning a turnover all the way back to the touchdown. On the way back, Phillip Rivers tripped over that what do they call it? The turf monster took out Phillip Rivers, and Phillip Rivers still made an effort to make a tackle, and Chuck Clark hurdled Phillip Rivers on the way to the end zone. I thought that was a great moment. Personally, if I were Chuck Clark, I would have like a still frame of that shot of jumping over Phillip Rivers. I would have that hanging up in my man cave.
If I was Phillip Rivers, I would have a screenshot of me falling down right there because that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fucking cool. I mean, you expected Phillip Rivers to make interceptions, so that's the problem. We know that it's not their defense that really makes the issues on that team. It's their offense. So and it's not even that bad because Phillip Rivers has not been throwing that many interceptions. He's not been that bad. He's been pretty decent compared to San Diego, LA years. The offensive line in Indianapolis really helps him a lot, though.
I absolutely agree. I like how you said he's been making better decisions. He's had more opportunities with the offensive line, but it's really hard to, not have giveaways mess up your stat line when the fucking officials, they start giving away interceptions like the one to Marcus Peters that happened in the Colts-Ravens game. Without a doubt, uh, worst call of the year. Like, I can't possibly think of a call that was as bad as that one. For those who don't know, there was a play where Rivers ripped it down the field. Marcus Peters turned around, had it in his hands. He took a couple steps. The receiver knocked it out of his hands, and then they both fell to the floor. Balls on the ground. The craziest part about it is that it was originally ruled incomplete. And then through a booth review, they said that Peters had possession of the ball long enough. He held the ball, took 3 steps, and then that qualified as an interception. Even though he did not complete the catch, he didn't have it as he went to the ground. You
heard it here first, boys. The air is a football move. If you're in the air, you're completing a football move. That's just facts.
Apparently so.
I can't argue it.
I don't know. Like, let's say, okay, hypothetically, he came down with the ball. Okay. He took 3 steps. Not really, but fine. But if those 2 things happened and the ball came out after that, which it did, I mean, you have to be like Stevie Wonder could see that the ball came out. You know what I'm saying? But if all that happened and then the ball came out, that's a fumble.
Yeah.
That's a football move and a fumble. And even though the ball was picked up by the Ravens, so it would have been Ravens' ball anyway, Marcus Peters should not get credit for that interception.
It would have been better if they would have just called it a fumble. Because I remember looking at it, and me and you were talking, and I was like, yeah, I didn't even bother to, like, take a look at the play because, like, it was clear to me that it was an incomplete pass. So I was like, oh, I didn't know. And then after the 3 o'clock games, you were like, did you see that interception by Marcus Peters? I was like, no. And then you were like, yeah, the one that blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, shit. Well, I didn't even know. That was stupid. It was a blunder. But, hey, man. Maybe that's what the Ravens need.
We also talk a lot about how Phillip Rivers, he's a pretty nice trash talker. I mean, he's up there. He should maybe be considered in the Hall of Fame of trash talking. When they asked him about
rated G trash talking.
Rated G trash talking, which is a very underrated skill because it's still savage, but he doesn't have to be like, oh, you fucking motherfucker, During the post-game interview, when they asked him about it, he said, quote, somebody that's sitting back watching who probably hasn't thrown a football in his life gets to call it.
I mean,
probably.
I don't think he's lying.
No one who's ever watched a football game in their life would call that an interception. They're like, oh, yeah, no, that's a catch. He had it. Like,
yeah, it's fucking.
Dude, pack your bags. Get the fuck out.
I wish that we could see if refs get fined or something. Like, I don't want to hear the next day later, I made a bad call. I think the refs should get fined for making bad calls. I'm not sure if they do. Maybe they do. But I think if it is a clear and obvious fuck up, regardless of the magnitude, whether it's this or whether it's some pass interference that no one talks about, they should get fined for it. Like, they should be held accountable.
I don't even think they get that much. I think they defend the refs. Like, whatever happens that the refs call, they're like, no, that was a good call, like clear and obvious. Well, that's their favorite words.
I'm talking about after the fact, like the next day.
I'm talking about the next day too.
Oh.
Like the next day, they'll I would say like 70% of the time they'll defend the refs and they'll be like, yeah, it was a good call. Yeah. You look at it, and then Pro Football Focus says that this is an interception. Like,
yeah, I mean, how many great plays that we can think of that get swiped away because of a holding penalty or just something in general, like some just amazing play, and that no one can, for some reason, nobody can talk about it because there was a penalty on the play because it technically didn't happen. Like,
right?
It's kind of whack. All right, I'm getting heated. Let's go on to this next fucking topic.
Yeah, sure. I think, well, I'm not sure how to frame this other than saying the losers of games don't get credit. We don't generally look at the losers of games and praise them for a losing effort, but that's exactly what we're about to do over these next couple of topics that we're talking about here. And I think that's really a testament to us and what we stand for, because football is a game made up of two teams, and just because one team does not come up with a dub doesn't mean we can't praise the losing team for putting on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
And when I think about putting on a hell of a show and a losing effort, I mean, the name that comes to mind this week for me is Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
We talked about the Panthers Chiefs game and how, I mean, you still got to pick the Chiefs regardless of how well the Panthers match up or how nice it is. And the Panthers still win. But the Chiefs still won, but you really can't be mad at Teddy Bridgewater and the effort he put down to play in that game. He had 310 passing yards, completing 73% of his passes. He had 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Like he was playing like he wanted to win. In Arrowhead, he was playing pissed off. It was really nice to see. I think his fourth down run towards the end of the game there, I forget the distance. It was like 4th and 15 or some shit, but that was one of the greatest plays I've seen of the season.
Yeah, that was.
I want this more than the defense wants to stop it.
Yeah, it was very. It was very. I when this game started, I was like, all right, this is gonna be one of those games because we had a defensive PI at the start of the game or some shit like that. Like it was a fucking 9-minute drive to start it off. I was like, this is how you beat the Chiefs. And I was pretty nervous. We fucking go down 14-6, blah blah blah. I think it showed that teams shouldn't be scared to play the Chiefs. But not necessarily that. Teams shouldn't limit themselves when they play the Chiefs. I think they need to go out their comfort zone and do these weird plays that they only do in practice. Because I think that's what ultimately can because like let's be honest, like not a lot of teams can beat the Chiefs straight up head to head. You not a lot of teams can, but Matt Rule really showed how if you think outside the box and what the announcers were saying is that it's not only that he talks about it, but he is about it. So if he talks about it and he says this could work, he's gonna do it. If he says like he's a very I want to see this go through with it and stuff like that. So I think it was I was texting my buddy. I said the Panthers didn't lose this game. The Chiefs won it ultimately, but the Panthers didn't lose. Like you got to keep your head high on that.
I absolutely agree, and I like what you said about teams not being able to beat the Chiefs straight up, which I think is absolutely true. I think that's the Chiefs by themselves, like the Chiefs offense specifically, is one of the main reasons why you see teams going for it on 4th down so frequently now. Like this would be unheard of even 5-7 years ago, just teams going for it in the first quarter on their own side of the field, because they're like, statistics say that if you achieve this, then you have an increased 60% chance of winning. Because when you play the Chiefs, you want to keep the ball out of the offense's hands. You want to hold on to it and have long sustained drives.
Yeah, I mean,
so I think you're absolutely right on there.
Yeah, and then also another thing is that like the big thing with that game is that the Panthers slacked off in the third quarter. That was the big issue. They played a fucking great 45 minutes, but that third quarter was very bad for them, and that was. I mean, I don't know if it cost them the game, but like it didn't. Like you gotta play a perfect game. When you play any big team, not even just the Chiefs, but so yeah.
This is true. No arguments here. I also want to shout out Matthew Stafford. Even though the Lions lost to the Vikings this week, Matthew Stafford, he was on the COVID list for most of the week, and he ended up not practicing with the Lions all week long. He didn't have a single practice with his team all week, and the first time he was throwing passes to his receivers was on Sunday afternoon. He actually took a private jet. Fun story. Took a private jet from Detroit to Minneapolis, so that's pretty cool. But got to give props to Matthew Stafford. I mean, he had a really hot start for not practicing at all. He went 16 for 17, and he threw a touchdown. So that was pretty impressive to see. It was cool to see him doing his thing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he lost. The Lions lost, and he ended the game pretty poorly. He went 7 for 15 with 2 interceptions.
Well, he didn't finish the game either.
Right, yeah, but still, he definitely
No, like yeah.
playing horribly.
Right.
Any thoughts on that Lions Vikings game?
I didn't really watch it, not gonna lie. I saw there was a lot of this and that. I didn't really see. I just the big thing for me was when I noticed that Chase Daniels was in. I was like, what the fuck? Where's Stafford at? I didn't realize he was on the COVID list all week. I knew it was gonna be it was gonna be a dogfight. I mean, it's NFC North, so
Usually is, no surprise.
so well. It was interesting to see. It's an interesting stat to see how not. I think that comes with being a veteran, and also you just got it like that. I guess at that point.
I mean, that looked like a guy that could give off all week and then he could come in and still play. That's a veteran guy who's been in the system and knows what he's doing. It was a beautiful thing to see, even though it didn't close out well or end up with a win.
Right.
You got to give him props where it's due, and I think he gets props for that.
Yeah.
Not practicing all week. I'll give it to him.
Right.
Speaking of giving it to guys, Jake Luton. Luton?
Fuck, I don't know.
Who knows? I'm not tripping about it. Sorry, Jake. He made his first career start for the Jaguars this weekend, and they lost to the Texans. Even though that Jake came out and his NFL debut, he had 304 passing yards, a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown. He did end up having an interception, but, I mean, he's a 6th-round rookie in his very first game against the Texans, who, as bad as they can be, they still have a pretty respectable defense and pass rush.
Mm-hmm.
So he came out and did his thing. Not only that, he gave DJ Chark his best game of the year. Chark ended up having 7 catches, 146 yards, and a touchdown. So here's a note to all you fantasy players out there. If you haven't yet, make sure DJ Chark is on your team, because while Jake Luton might not be a consistent performer, DJ Chark looks like he wants all the smoke.
Right.
So that was a beautiful thing to see. And I also got to say, Jake Luton is a big guy. He's 6'6", 224.
Fuck.
And he hit the nastiest spin move of the year.
I saw that.
If you got a better spin move than the one that was on Jake Lutton's 13-yard touchdown run, put it in the comments. Let us know. I bet you won't, because fucking you can't find one. Spin move of the year, Jake Luton. Quote me on it. Right home to your parents.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. For some reason, I really like these AFC South games. Regardless, like they've been very interesting to watch. So I noticed here though, Theo, what does Jabril Peppers have to do? What's he doing on this list right now? Not necessarily for this game, but this is our next topic. I'm very interested because his name, it's just his name.
Right. Well, really all I wanted to say about Jabril Peppers is I think he had one of his best games that I've seen as a pro against the against the football team.
The F words, dude. Come on.
Sorry. He's a big special teams guy. He has a lot of his impact returning punts and that kind of thing, but last week was really the first time where I really saw him as like a solid safety. He was playing all over the field. He ended up with a stat line of 6 tackles, an interception, 3 passes defensed, and a fumble recovery. He was all over the field. He was looking really good for the Giants. I wouldn't make a guess or a bet on how consistent that's going to be, because he did play the F words. But to see him have that ability and being all over the field, he was for sure an impact player for a very underrated Giants defense. Listen to me giving props to the Giants. You won't hear that one too much, but very underrated Giants defense. Jabril Peppers was a difference maker, so I thought I'd give him a shout out.
Nice.
He's one of the few guys we're talking about that actually won this week, so why not?
That was a pretty good game. I mean, pretty good stat line, especially for a safety. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty fucking good. Like, you wouldn't expect a safety to have 3 pass defense in a fucking game. You'd expect that fucking, maybe not on a season, but like close to it on a season. Like, so I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
Well, funny that you say that, because in the previous 8 games, he's had 3 pass defense.
There we go. See, so he just balled.
Yeah, and as we know, to quote the great Deion Sanders, if you ball,
You get the Subway sandwich.
You get an autograph on your forehead and an endorsement from Subway. Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, let's fucking go. All right, Brandon Jones. What the fuck? He's lead blocking, dude. Let's get this. Let's see this. Is this Kelvin Beachum?
Yeah, he threw a block on Calvin Beachum as his teammate was returning a touchdown in the Dolphins-Cardinals game. So had to shout that one out for sure. Love to see a good hustle play. So Brandon Jones getting it done. Love to see that. Do you have any thoughts on the Dolphins-Cardinals game? I know that one was tickling your pickle.
No, it's fucking Tua time, baby. It's fucking Tua time. I mean, I'm about it right now. He's fucking 2-0. Looks like shit's going the right way right now. I mean, what can I say? The Tua looked good. He was poised in the pocket. He threw for more than 100 yards. That's always good to see.
Was he Marcus Mariota now? Like, what are we giving credit for?
No. He threw a dime though in the back of the end zone to the fucking 86 of every. I don't fucking know his name for the second, third string tight end. Fucking like, it was basically, it wasn't the go ahead touchdown, but like it was what set them up. And then Zane Gonzalez, I'm not gonna lie, he missed on a 41-yarder. That's kind of pathetic.
A little bit.
You're kind of trash, Zane. Get better, kid. Are you in the NFL or are you in the fucking AFL? Where are you at? So I think it was a very good game all around. Their defense still proven that they're good. Their defense is so good. It may not have showed it this week, but like, because obviously they let up 31 points, but like their defense is so good.
Who, the Dolphins defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They're gonna be hot. I mean, a lot of guys could win when your defense is playing like that.
No, yeah, it's that could have been a part of the decision making from Brian Flores too. Is that our defense is actually playing really well. Let's see if Tua can get in here and get some, get some reps under himself. Just maybe because the defense has been playing pretty good.
Well, I'm gonna stick to my guns with my burnt take last week, and I'm gonna say that I really haven't seen Tua do anything that's given him a reason to start over Fitzpatrick.
No, I'm not saying he has either, but I'm saying he played a good game, and he won the game. I'm not saying that either. Like there's only 2 games he's played, so it's like it's really hard to tell when you go against the fucking journeyman that is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Right, magic man. Now you see me.
No.
Now you don't.
But I mean, but we all know this. Like Fitzpatrick could have easily started to shit the bed because that's what he does. Like he plays really well, whether it's to start it off or to end it off, and he just ends up shitting the bed somewhere. Ugh, that was for you guys.
Speaking of quarterbacks who gave a good hustle but still ended up losing, got to talk about Garrett Gilbert.
I honestly forgot who that was. Not gonna lie. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
That's okay. If you didn't watch the Cowboys-Steelers game, I would imagine that you didn't know who Garrett Gilbert was either. He played pretty good. Once again, team lost. How much credit can you give a guy for being on a losing effort?
A lot, considering that it's the fucking Dallas Cowboys. To be completely honest.
Going up against the last undefeated team in the league. Some would say the most complete team in the league right now. He's played better than any quarterback not named Dak Prescott all year.
If he's not the starter next week, then I don't know. I don't know if there's any news on it.
If he's not the starter, then someone should take a lead pipe to their fucking kneecaps over there in Arlington.
I'm with it.
That's all I can say about that. He got CeeDee Lamb on the board again, which is always nice to see. So love to see that. I feel pretty comfortable in predicting Cowboys aren't losing this week. I feel good about that.
Who you guys got? You got
We're on bye.
Oh, nice. I'm saying us too.
Nice.
I don't think we're gonna lose either. So. But no, I think it was really good. I mean, I think the highlight wasn't even Garrett Gilbert. To be completely honest, I think it was your defense. Like,
oh yeah,
I think that was the big thing, is that your defense finally was competent, and dude, like low key, like it sounds weird, dude, but Trayvon Diggs, is that the difference maker? Like
Trayvon, I'm with you. He's shown times where he's very much a rookie and he's kind of slapdicking around, but he's also shown times where he could be a very good player. Unfortunately, he suffered an injury
Oh, we did.
Sunday. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh my god.
I
What
know
was
that's
it? What was it?
broken foot or some.
Oh, come on, dude. You fucking you get better, kid.
Yeah, really. Like, pretty
Oh,
selfish of you to fucking go out there and do that, but whatever,
whatever.
dude. We're not tripping.
Either way, I think the defense is on the up and up. I think you guys will win this week. When hopefully you guys stick with Garrett Gilbert. Like we all know Andy Dalton, but dude, Andy Dalton did not look good regardless. Like get a young guy in there. I don't know. I don't think he's young. I think he's like what, like 26.
No, he's pretty young. It was only his seventh career NFL game.
His first start, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, regardless, let him sling the rock, dude. I think that's what you guys need. You don't need somebody that's gonna fucking be a game manager like Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's not known for fucking throwing for 300 yards every fucking game for 4 touchdowns. Let Gilbert get in here and just sling the rock, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I'm with it. I mean, what do we have to lose at this point? I mean,
Nothing.
it's looking pretty tragic. So why not? It's the best showing that we've seen, and the Steelers are easily the best team that the Cowboys have played all year. So
I mean, based on that fucking game, like you might have been the best team the Steelers have played because the Steelers really haven't played a hell of a lot of people.
yeah. So I mean, they could have won the game. It came down to a game-winning drive, and they just didn't have it. The pass rush was too much, which wasn't very surprising. But the fact that the Cowboys were in that position to win the game with less than 2 minutes left.
I mean, regardless, you didn't expect them to win it. So the fact that they were in it until fucking triple zeros, you're cool with it. To be honest, I would say.
I don't know. I'm very, very cool with it, considering I thought it was going to be a goddamn massacre. Speaking of massacres, oh my God, Sunday Night Football. The fucking Saints just bent Tom Brady and the Bucks over the table.
I quit watching it.
No lube. No lube in sight. And just raw dogging for 4 straight quarters. I could not believe what I was watching.
I quit watching it after halfway through the second quarter. No, at halftime, I was like, okay, Tris, if they score on this opening drive, I'm not gonna watch this game. I don't think they scored, but then they stopped them and then they scored. So I was like, yeah, all right, Tris, we're done. Like we're not. I'm not. It was like 34-0, and I'm like, yeah, no, we're done here. I think, or 31-0. And I couldn't watch it. AB's already destroying the Bucks. That's weird. Everybody was healthy. Chris Godwin was out there. Mike Evans was out there. AB was there. Ronald Jones, Tom Brady. Their defense was. I'm pretty sure like there was no key pieces missing on either side of the ball.
Not from past weeks, from the beginning of the season. Yeah, but
so
you're bringing in the same guys.
Yeah, I think Vita Vea, but he's been injured for a couple weeks now, 3 weeks
Right,
now.
exactly.
Yeah, so I think I don't know what it was. AB clearly did not fucking study anything. Tom Brady was bitching at him a lot. I liked it. I think it was funny. Bruce Arians is a dumbass. And I'm glad this is working out for you guys.
Yeah, really. Like I'm glad Bruce Arians stuck to his guns and didn't sign Antonio Brown. That was good on him. Oh, wait.
Obviously, it's going to be better from here on out because like they have some real playing time. But like, let's be honest here. AB was the only new person. Like you know, like I don't know. I don't know how to say like. I'm trying to like give them some credit because obviously like there's really good players on their team, but it's kind of hard when they fucking suck.
You know, I like the take that it's going to get better from here because one would say like it has to. It's got to get better,
bro,
just even a little bit.
Imagine.
But I also like the take that Antonio Brown is tanking the Bucks.
Bro, imagine if they just shit the bed for the rest of the year though. Like they literally like ended up fucking 5-11. Like that's kind of funny.
I'd kind of enjoy that.
I mean, let's just be honest here. Any team in the NFL probably would have beat them this week. Like,
I would say so.
Like, I think the Jets would have beat them. Like, I mean, it would have been the Patriots would have beat them. So whatever. I think they are fucking slapdicking around over there. It's getting cold. Not in fucking Tampa. It's still nice as fuck. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking Giselle's about to kick AB out of the house.
Yeah, really. She looked pissed off when her daughter was sleeping on her
Bro,
chest.
she's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, really.
I'm here to look cute. I can't. I'm crying.
Hard to look cute when your team is losing.
Well, hey, good thing she's a fucking multimillionaire.
Yeah. Well said. The only person in NFL history who's looked cute while his team was losing was Jimmy Garoppolo. You can quote me on it. I'll take it to the bank.
Fair.
Moving on to Monday Night Football.
I did not watch this game, but I was monitoring it, and I knew Joe Flacco was out there at the hot start. But I didn't watch it mainly because I didn't see the interest. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought that the Jets were gonna get their first dub this year.
Me too.
And unfortunately they lost barely. But I wish I would have watched it because it was more of a better game than I expected. I can't remember exactly why I didn't watch it. I think maybe Tristan had a show to watch or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe my head was hurt. I think my head was hurting too still. So whatever.
Well, my dad, who's been a Jets fan for a very, very long time, he put it very nicely. The Jets found a way to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah.
Wrap your head around that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so they found a way to lose the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like you said, Joe Flacco was the hot start. I did not know he was starting until he took the field.
I knew there was because I was looking at my fantasy football, and they were like saying Sam Darnold might not start. It might be Joe, and I'm not exactly sure what the reasoning was. I didn't really look into it. Maybe it's just because Sam Darnold sucks.
Yeah, there's that.
It could be because Adam Gase is the real problem. There's a lot.
Well, you say that Adam Gase is the real problem, and I would agree with you. If Joe Flacco didn't come out and turn it on against the Jets, he was turning back the clock. He was making these slapdick Jets receivers look like fucking Torrey Smith from way back when. It was pretty nice to see. 262 yards, 3 touchdowns, 72% completion rating. I mean, Joe Flacco elite.
Smiley face.
Smiley. I mean,
I don't think this is the argument, dude. Like we've been if you guys don't know, me and Theo our group of friends always talk about Joe Flacco being elite, and remember that we put the same name with Eli Manning. But not elite, more of Hall of Famers. That's more of what we ask about. I think Joe Flacco's elite? No. Do I think he's What, Theo? Just talk to me.
Maybe at one point elite.
Barely. I think it's once again it could be like Eli Manning. You were
Stop saying his name.
Listen,
he and elite don't belong anywhere near each other.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not defending either one of them. I'm saying both of them were surrounded by really good defenses when they were Super Bowl caliber team. They both played really well in the playoffs. Yeah, that's cool and all. But over a regular season, no, they're not elite.
All right, well, I don't want to talk about Eli Manning anymore.
Okay, well, Joe Flacco's not elite.
On the Patriots side of the ball, Cam Newton has been creating a pretty solid connection with Jacoby Myers, who was on the team last year. He had some time with Tom Brady, but Monday night was easily the best game of Jacoby Myers' career. He had 12 catches for 169 yards. Jacoby Myers is definitely a name that you want to keep an eye on, especially if Julian Edelman and N'Keal Harry miss more time. Jacoby Myers looked really good. He was actually the one, Cam Newton to Myers for about 20 yards on the game-winning drive that led to the Nick Folk field goal. That was really the play that set it all up and secured the win for the Patriots. So Jacoby Myers, Joe Flacco don't get enough love as much love as they should, but that's why
I hated that Jacoby Myers went off because I really wanted to see Ethan win.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that he went off. Kind of pissed off that Petey came back and won. Just saying.
Yeah, well, what's new is all I can say
Yeah.
about that. Oh, shout out James White, by the way, for fucking.
For making Louis fucking Louis what could we call it? Tradition or not tradition. What he usually does is that he usually plays people on their worst day. Well, maybe not because he played really well.
See, we could say that, except I had a good week. Louis just had a better week. It was very close, but
Well. Once again, he's had 3 games that were decided by less than 2. Well, 2 points or less, and he's won them all. Kind of bullshit.
well,
I'd be okay if he lost one of them, but no, he had to win them all.
well, I can't say I liked that he won, but I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna do? I blame Ryan Suckup and the Bucks more than I blame James White, to be honest.
That's fair. All right, let's get this rolling. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, Dad.
Yes, ma'am.
My thick boy play of the week. My thick boy play of the week comes from the Bears Titans game. Uh, no surprise on the Bears. Maybe worse than I hoped, but just about what I expected.
Exactly what I expected.
My thick boy play of the week comes on this Bears fake punt. They went for it on 4th down way too many times. I believe they went for multiple fake punts, but 4th down did not go the Bears' way. My thick boy play came on one of those fake punts that they actually made happen. So they ran an end around play, and the runner ran for 11 yards, got the first down, continued the Bears' drives, only for them to fuck it up. But that's not the part that we're talking about right now. Who did they give the ball to is the question. Did they give it to Tariq Cohen? Nah, he's injured. He's out for the year.
He's been done.
Did they give it to special teams stud and all-decade special teamer Cordero Patterson? No, that's too obvious. They know he's coming.
Running back, moreover.
Running back Cordero Patterson. Nah. They gave it to 6'5", 230-pound linebacker Markevius Mingo. And he took off. I just learned today that was the first rush of his whole career. He's never run the ball before that play. And he looked pretty nice out there. And really, I think that just goes to show you that Bears linebackers are the shit. And when push comes to shove, they're better offensive players than they're offensive players.
I mean, wasn't it like until like sometime in the 4th quarter he was the leading rusher?
He was the leading rusher on the Bears into, I think, the 4th quarter with 1 rush, 11 yards.
Nice.
That's one of those where you go.
so that was pretty cool. My thick boy play of the week was it was Eric Fisher. No, not Eric Fisher. I'm sorry, guys. Mike Remmers. He, fucking, I'm a receiver, eligible receiver. Guy here fucking doing it. He gets on the line, right? The motherfucker, the Chiefs call a play, and it's actually going to go to him. I think they were going to throw him the ball, it looked like. And the linebacker thought he was blocking. The linebacker was like, he's a blocker, whatever. They're going to run the ball. And the linebacker was like fucking hugging him. And this motherfucker was like waving his hands in the air like, oh, fucking holding, pass interference. Fucking literally like did a fucking, I don't even know who I could think of right now that does that all the time. That fucking just like thinks every fucking play is a penalty.
Do you mean every receiver ever?
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. So yeah, and it was
except for Julio. Sorry.
Yes.
I love you, Julio.
So I think it was very cool to see a thick boy out there drawing a PI foul, not just a foul, a PI foul. So that was nice.
I agree. Very worthy thick boy play, getting it done. That's week 9 for you. We're looking on to week 10, and our first game of week 10 that we got to talk about, I mean, as usual, starting with Thursday Night Football, is Titans versus Colts. This game could have been just a blip on the radar, one of those Thursday Night Football games, but I'm very excited for Titans Colts. I cannot wait to watch this game. I think it's 2 hard-nosed, well-cultured football teams that are matching up. A couple losses on the schedule here and there, but still pretty solid teams for the most part, and I'm looking forward to that one being a little bit of a slugfest. I think best defense wins on that one, huh? I'm rocking my. I mean, I just got to shout out Taylor Lewan. We won't be seeing him for the rest of the year, but I mean, if you want to epitomize what the Tennessee Titans are about, it's Taylor Lewan. One of the best tackles in the league. Love that man.
Yeah.
True old school football player.
Yeah.
Titans, Colts.
Yeah.
Thoughts. Big country.
It's like I said at the very beginning of the season. Ask me about this fucking division in week 8. And I didn't think this game was going to be pretty good or good at all. I thought maybe the Titans were just like going to be like miles better than the Colts. And it's very good. It's going to be a battle between the Colts offense and the Titans defense because I think it's going to be very I think it's going to be normal play for the Titans offense versus a really good defense like the Colts. But I think it's because the Titans defense isn't the greatest. The Colts offense is okay, whatever. So I think it's going to be that's going to be the true matchup. You can't stop Derrick Henry no matter how good your defense is. You're not going to be able to stop him for the whole game, I don't think. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm going to call I want color rushes back. That's what I'm going to call.
Oh, yeah?
Because I don't think I've seen color rushes all year. Just saying. So that's my winner is that color rushes come back. Hopefully.
I'd be into that.
So, but it's probably going to be Titans. Let's be honest here. No, you know what? Actually, no, I'm going Colts. The Titans have been looking sloppy, dude. They've not been looking good the past few weeks. I think the Colts come out and demand the win. They're like, I want it.
I mean, like I said, either way, I think it's going to be a good game. Really, I just want there to be a bullshit-free, true, hard-nosed, old-school, pounded-out football game. And if and when it turns into an old-school, pounded-out football game, I got to pick the Titans.
That's fair.
But
I think like Clowney's injured too, by the way. I think Clowney might be done for the year.
He's set to play.
Is he set to play? So he didn't fuck his meniscus up anymore?
I literally just looked his name up for no reason just now. And he is set to play on Thursday.
That's weird. That's fucking insane. Because I thought he was like carted off or like cuffed off the field and shit. That's awesome. Good thing he's playing.
You want to know a little fun fact about Jadeveon Clowney that I did not know?
He's 6'8". I'm not sure if he's that tall. 6'5", I think. But
he has played every single week except week 4. Right?
In his whole career?
No. This year. He played the Broncos, Jaguars, Vikings, Bills, Texans, Steelers, Bengals.
Uh-huh.
How many sacks has he had on the year?
9.
0.
Oh, he sucks. Pay him that money.
0.
Pay him that money, Tennessee. Pay him that money. To think I wanted you. Davion, you little bitch. Little bitch.
Well, this would be a great coming out party for Jadeveon Clowney to finally, get it together. So that would be
figure
nice
out that backfield feels like. Fuck.
Color rushes, Jadeveon Clowney. Let's see.
That's what we're looking for, to be completely honest.
I'm with it.
All right, football team Lions. Fuck this.
Yeah. What? Wait, what?
Go football team. I got football team.
I think the reason that I want to talk about this one is because I think the football team has an underrated defense, and because I think the Lions have an underrated offense, and I think that's going to be an interesting matchup. I truly can't put a name on this one.
I can.
Put a winner on this one.
I can.
If I really had to,
Alex Smith.
No, if I really had to, I would pick the Lions.
Nope.
Because the football team offense is so fucking
Alex
bad.
Smith.
I can't see it.
Alex Smith is going to make him look good.
Well, I'd love to be proven. Like I said, in something like this, I'd love to be proven wrong.
All right, just imagine this. Listen to me. Hear me out.
Okay.
Dwayne Haskins.
Horrible.
But guess what he did? He got the ball to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's really good. Imagine a quarterback that can spread the ball, and you don't have to rely on just Terry. So you don't have to like you have to worry about everybody else. And it's gonna be who's gonna get the ball this week. I think that's how this offense is gonna be. I think the thing is that you just got the ball to Terry McLaurin and you fucking go with it. That's all you had to do. with the fucking with their offense.
Right.
And I think now like Logan Thomas, fucking Sims, or I think I know them like
Steven
Sims, and I can't remember the other one. Like I guess J.D. McKissick, like, he's doing pretty good too. Like you can fucking mix everybody in there now because Alex Smith is known to spread the ball around. And I think Alex Smith gets his first start in 2 years, 3 years, whatever it was.
Something like that.
Like I think Alex Smith is gonna win them this game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it. I mean, Alex Smith, he's had a pretty respectable career. I mean, he did throw 5,000 passing yards in that one season, and last year he did have the 2 receivers who got double-digit touchdowns, and he does have the tight end who's emerging as well as the running back who's emerging. Oh fuck, that's the Lions. Sorry, my bad. I was confused.
Was that a joke?
It was a joke.
Oh,
I guess. Well, moving on. We were talking
that
about
sounded like the fucking football team too. If I'm being completely honest.
It truly didn't. It truly didn't.
Not like football team.
The football team. I mean, that would be the best offense in the team's history.
Oh no,
since
dude.
like
Yeah,
the Hogs.
I think the F words are gonna get the dub.
Well, looks like we're split so far. So let's see if we can get a consensus.
I think we can agree on this next one.
Can we though?
Probably not.
Can we agree on this game? Bucks Panthers. We talked about both of them a lot earlier in the show. I think Bucks Panthers. I mean, looking at the games, that's one of my 3 games that I think are going to be really hot this week. So looking forward to Bucks Panthers. Panthers looked very valiant in a losing effort last week. Bucks looked like Pop Warner last week. Effort. So it's going to be interesting to see who bounces back and how hard. Who do you have in Bucks Panthers?
Okay. So me, if I'm looking at it from my perspective, I want to say the Panthers, but I can't go against. I can't see Tom Brady losing 2 games in a row. That's my thing. I just don't think the Bucks will lose. I want to see the Panthers win, but I think the Bucks will win.
You know what? And I feel the exact same way.
If the Bucks didn't lose last week, I would say the Panthers. In that fashion.
Really?
In that fashion. Like
Really?
the fact that they lost 38-3, like the Panthers lost 33-31, that might be almost as bad as 38-3. Because like it sucks when you can play such a high quality team in the Panthers and then lose by just like you were just right there. That would almost like piss me off more than losing. Like the Bucks knew they were out of it by the fucking second quarter. Like
No,
it was 28-0.
No, bro. You gotta be more pissed losing 38-3.
No, I'm not saying you're more. I'm saying the Panthers are still pissed off. Like you can still say that you're. Oh, we played a good game. It was no, you don't say that. You're pissed off that you lost 33-31. That you were so close. You were so close to beating the Kansas City Chiefs and you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bucks still are. Theo, I'm not. I never said it was the exact same. I never said it was the exact same.
No, I know.
So,
I'm aware. It wasn't anything specific. It was just general. I wanted to let you know.
Okay.
But I agree. I think Bucks Panthers. I think that's going to be a good one. I'm picking the Bucks as well. Even though I would love to see the Panthers win, I think they have shown that they deserve to win over the Buccaneers. But it'd be hard to pick against Brady and the Bucks to lose 2 games in a row.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of that would make it anything different is that it's Brady and Arians, not Brady and Belichick. So maybe.
Right.
Maybe. No, the Panthers are gonna lose, dude. Come on. Bills versus Cardinals. Let's fucking get it. I already know.
Yeah, Bills.
I got Cardinals.
You got Cardinals?
Yes.
I could see Cardinals, honestly. The Bills started off really high, and everybody was like, Josh Allen is the MVP right now. Are you seeing Josh Allen? Like he's finally developed and reached his ceiling, and
no,
really been pretty poor over the past couple of weeks. I still like cheering for the Bills. I still hope they do well. I still think they could win their division, but the Cardinals are too good.
I think so too. I think that's more or less Josh Allen that pisses me off because I want to see a quarterback that. Oh, I want to see a good quarterback. And I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback or anything, but the thing is, I feel like he gets too much praise for how little he's done. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think he gets too much recognition. Too much recognition.
Fair enough. I could see that.
So Cardinals win. I think Trey White. Is Trey White gone? Like, he was injured. Tre'Davious White injury. All right, Tre'Davious. Sean calls new Bills injuries mostly day to day. Tre'Davious White and Cody Ford did not practice today. Okay, I knew he was injured, but I didn't know what. That could be a huge. If Tre'Davious White's gone, you can almost lock up a fucking at least a dub for the offense on the Cardinals, because DeAndre Hopkins is gonna have a field day with every fucking slapdick on that team.
Yeah, he might still have a field day with Tre'Davious White.
Oh no, he probably will. But I'm saying without Tre'Davious White, he's like 100% guaranteed for it. With Tre'Davious White, like he's like at 95% that he's not gonna go for fucking 120 yards and fucking 12 catches.
Right.
So, yeah, Chargers got that. All right, not Chargers, Cardinals. This next game's enticing.
Sure is. AFC West matchup. Broncos Raiders.
Oh, it was the wrong game, but dumbass.
What? Oh fuck! Broncos Raiders. Good AFC West matchup. Looking forward to see how Drew Lock handles himself against the Raiders. Is this his first game against the Raiders this year?
I don't know. Probably. He was injured for the most part. Let me look at that Broncos schedule.
Well, it'd still be interesting to see. I mean, obviously, like we say, you got to win your divisional games, and if the Broncos are going to make a push for that 7th seed, like I predicted they will, and still hope they will, they got to win this game.
Yeah. Yeah, and they also play Week 17, so this is gonna be a really interesting game. Good call on that.
I don't know why I put that.
Nah, I don't know either. It's gonna be a good game. If Broncos win this, it could really mean bad for the Raiders for a game that they needed to win. Like I would expect that people think the Raiders are gonna win, because I think the Raiders are probably the better team based off of injuries, consistency and whatnot. Rather, because Drew Lock's fucking, he's all over the place. He's fucking. You don't know what you're getting with him. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like I thought we knew, but now he is not who we thought they were.
Well, I think it's great to watch. I think it's good football, and when he plays well, then he plays well. You just hope you get the right guy that morning.
Yeah. He might be that new Cam Newton that I was talking about. When remember when I told you like you rely on Cam Newton for a half, like back in the day. Like this might be Drew Lock. Like you can rely on him to either ball it out one half and shit the bed the other half.
Drew Lock being the new Cam Newton was not the take I was ready to explore on this show, but I'm 100% here for it. I think he's spicy enough. I think he dances well enough. I don't think he's the athlete that Cam Newton is, but no one's really the athlete that Cam Newton is, even right now.
Well, yeah.
Like, here for it.
Yeah, no. We're not comparing them because I mean they're probably like the same height. I think they're both like 6'5".
No, I think Drew Lock's a lot shorter than that.
Oh, really? I thought Drew Lock was tall.
I want to say he's like 6'2".
Is he? 6'4". Yeah, he's 6'4".
Oh, damn.
So, yeah, you know fucking Elway's not drafting anybody under fucking 6'3". He's fucking, dude, fuck.
Well said. Hey, it was Drew Lock's 24th birthday yesterday.
Oh, fuck yeah, he better win now. Yeah, Cam Newton 6'5". He better win that.
You'd hope so.
Yeah, this one's a toss-up. I'm gonna call it, flip my coin. Broncos.
I'm with it. Broncos.
All right, let's look at this Chargers-Dolphins game. We already know who's going to win it. We already know.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, it's the Dolphins. Because hear me out. Listen. Tell me if this doesn't sound anything familiar.
Okay.
Chargers come out hot, scoring, fucking lighting it up. Second half, shit the bed. Lose by 3 points.
No, I've definitely seen that movie before. I can't argue with you there. I'm just gonna fucking say it. I don't know if Tua can he win the game?
Can the Chargers win the game? That's the fucking question.
I think the Chargers could win the game. I think what it comes down to is the Dolphins' defense. If the Dolphins' defense does what it's been doing, then it's Dolphins all the way. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
But Justin Herbert, I feel like if he plays smart, which he's shown he can, I could see the Chargers winning this.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
However, if he doesn't play smart, then the Dolphins will eat, and yeah, they'll get their numbers and
they'll gobble them up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this next game is fucking interesting.
I just want to say real quick, like Sunday Night Football, I wanted to talk about, but then just thinking about it literally seconds ago, I was like, fuck that. Saints 49ers, there's no reason the Saints shouldn't win that game.
No, honestly, like if I could be completely honest with you, I get it that the Saints blew out the Bucks, but there was just something different about Michael Thomas being on the field. Like Drew Brees just felt like miles more confident. Yeah. It looked like it. He was throwing the ball downfield. Like it was weird having Michael Thomas on the field because like Drew Brees was not just throwing it fucking to Alvin Kamara. Like he didn't even throw it to Michael Thomas that much. But the fact when Michael Thomas was on the field, like I don't know. It's hard. Maybe it was just 1 week and it was a slaughterhouse, but I don't feel good at being a Niners fan this week. Mook.
Damn at you. Okay. Monday Night Football, I think, is much more intriguing, much more interesting. Vikings versus Bears.
You better have that run defense.
Yeah, really.
Because
yeah, really. You got to pick the Vikings on that one.
I don't know how you can't, especially with fucking back-to-back weeks of Hopkins. Fucking what? Fucking idiot. Cook having over 200, I think it was over 200 scrimmage yards, like back-to-back weeks, I believe. Yeah. Cook is what's keeping Kirk Cousins' job right now.
Say it again.
Cook is what's keeping Kirk Cousins' job right now. Kirk.
Are you telling me that Kirk Cousins didn't deserve $250 million or however much he got?
I am 100% saying that they should have gave half of that to Dalvin Cook.
Easily.
Like when Dalvin Cook signed his contract, they'd have been like, oh yeah, by the way, Kirk, some of your contract is going to him because we know damn sure you're not winning these games. And now that I think about it, I might have to go with the Bears. Wait,
I was not ready for that. Sorry,
I just remembered this is Monday Night Football.
Oof.
What does Kirk Cousins not do?
Win
on
Monday Night Football.
I mean
furiously pulling up the stats.
I don't know if I'll pull up the stats yet, but I just want to make sure. Okay, good. Monday Night Football. Check. Okay. Kirk Cousins Monday Night Football record. Okay.
Say it.
Say it. He's 0-8.
$250 million.
So, and that. Let me see when this article was made, because maybe he may have won one this year. Who knows? December 9th. So he might be 1-8 right now. I can't remember. Let's see. Let's.
Sorry. When was it?
Last year, December 19th, 2019. Vikings schedule. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay.
Yo, the Vikings suck.
Yeah, they do. I can't remember.
No, it doesn't look.
No,
like
yeah, because they lost to Seattle. That was a primetime game. I can't remember if that was Monday night. That might have been the only primetime game they have on the late schedules. Maybe not. Maybe they did Thursday, but.
Yeah, I mean, I still got to pick the Vikings.
No, yeah, 100%. Like I think.
But you're picking the Bears.
Well, I think we should pick the Vikings, but of the epiphany we had is Monday Night Football. I'm not as sure as I was. Let's just say that because once again, it's Monday Night Football. Okay, so it looks like he has not played any Monday Night Football games.
So 0-8.
It looks like they didn't give him any. They didn't even think to give him a Monday Night Football game because it was a fucking travesty.
Well, he does have one.
Who? No.
Kirk?
The Seattle game? That wasn't a Monday night. That was Sunday.
Oh, but he has one this year.
Who?
The Bears.
Oh, yeah, the Bears. Yes. You're right. So this is the only one. So he's 0-8. I don't know. Maybe he wins. I'm gonna put this for this one. I'm gonna just fucking toss that up to the fucking gods because I don't know.
I think Dalvin Cook and the Bears' rush defense is the difference maker. The real question about this game is, what jersey do I wear on Monday? Do I wear Khalil Mack or do I wear Adrian Peterson?
Well, who do you think's gonna win?
The Vikings.
Oh, fuck. Sounds pretty easy then.
But see, the thing is that when I wore my Mac jersey in the Rams game, the Rams won. So do I hit them with a little reverse psychology?
Was that a Monday night game too?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go Mac then, right? That's what
I think so.
That's what it seems like. If that was a Monday night game as well.
That's what I'll do. I'll wear my Khalil Mack jersey, cheering for the Vikings. I'll spray paint my dick purple or something.
Nice. Well, hey, I can't complain.
No, you can't. I know you like.
Send me a picture. Fuck it.
Oh, I'll send you pictures.
Okay. Yes, that was a Monday night game. The Bears, Los Angeles. Just wanted to double check.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that sounds like good logic. All right, that's it for the previews of this week. Let's talk about some burnt fucking takes, Theo. You got a hot one?
I do. I feel pretty good about my burnt take. I believe both of our burnt takes are coming from the mid-season, end of the year award predictions, which are always really funny because, once again, they just follow storylines and not necessarily actual football, but whatever. My burnt take comes from a former player turned analyst that I really respect a lot in both regards. Joe Thomas, one of the best offensive linemen that we've ever seen. He made, I want to say bold, but I think I should just say plain fucking stupid decision to put Myles Garrett as his comeback player of the year. Now, just to be clear, I'm done disrespecting Myles Garrett. I had my fun with that burn take. He proved me wrong. A lot of analysts actually had him picked as the defensive player of the year, and I'm not even going to argue that, honestly. Like, I could see that happening. I wouldn't be mad with that happening. He's shown he is one of the elite players in this league. I'm fine. But to give him the comeback player of the year award because he came back from beating a dude with his own helmet, you think he gets an award for not doing that?
That's what I was gonna ask you. I was like, what was the reason for being comeback player of the year? Because I was like, I don't think he was injured last year. The only thing I remembered was the fucking hit.
His season ended when he hit Mason Rudolph in the head with Mason Rudolph's helmet. So that's the only thing I would think he's coming back from. I don't know why Joe Thomas would think that's worthy of an award. I gotta think it's because he's a Brown.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe he had somebody else that was on defensive player of the year, like maybe like a TJ Watt or something. And he was like, I got to give my boy Myles Garrett something.
That's actually a really interesting. That's a really interesting thing to look into.
Because
who do you pick for defensive player of the year? I don't know that.
You would think it's TJ Watt or Aaron Donald.
I don't know. You go ahead with your burnt take. I'm gonna look up that.
All right. Well, my burnt take, guys, comes from the same different set of analysts. I did mine off of Sports Illustrated, mid-season awards, and my burnt take is two people, which essentially their names are Andrew Brandt and Gary Dipshit. Long story short, piggybacking off of your comeback player of the year conundrum, There's only one comeback player of the year this year, and everybody knows his name. It's Alex Smith. And if you say otherwise, you're one, playing yourself, and you're two, a dumbass. So these guys both said that. One guy said that the comeback player of the year was Teddy Bridgewater, who wasn't injured last year. He actually went 5-0 when he played last year. You know, he did really good. Nothing happened. And then the other guy was Jason Verrett. And I didn't know how big of an injury Jason Verrett had. And Theo brought up the point that he very well could have been if Alex Smith didn't take the field. But the fact is that Alex Smith has taken the field, and he's the comeback player of the year, hands down. So, go fuck yourself, guys. There it is. That's my burn take.
Well said. I also got to bring up two more things while we're talking about the midseason awards. Joe Thomas did pick Myles Garrett to be Defensive Player of the Year. So, I guess Joe Thomas is just really impressed by Myles Garrett. I wonder why that was. Maybe because, I don't know, they lined up from each other in practice.
Wait, he picked him to be both?
Yeah.
How? Can you?
Yeah.
Can you win both?
He did.
Can you win both? You probably could, right? Yeah. Like if Alex Smith...
Probably could, but should you?
I mean, shouldn't have Christian McCaffrey have won a fucking Offensive Player of the Year and not a fucking made-up award just because he did really good?
Say it one more time. Say it again.
Oh, I've already said this enough, but shouldn't Christian McCaffrey have won Offensive Player of the Year or even MVP and not give him a fucking bullshit award because he fucking didn't win it because they're fucking idiots?
Yeah, stupid-ass FedEx ground players. Shut the fuck up with your FedEx award.
Bitches.
I also got to say, I'm pretty impressed to see that Coach of the Year, Bruce Arians, is not on the list.
Good, because he does not deserve it.
Number 1 is Mike Tomlin, perfectly understandable. Number 2 is Brian Flores, perfectly understandable.
He's going to be number 1.
Sean McDermott, number 3, totally good to see it. I'm fine with Sean McDermott.
I'm okay with it. I'm indifferent.
And then Cliff Kingsbury, Pete Carroll, Andy Reid, Matt Rule, Ron Rivera. You know.
I think Cliff's Kingsbury should get a little bit more recognition than what he does. But I think it's fine. Like I think his house is enough for him.
Word. Well said. I think that's pretty good standings there for Coach of the Year. I'm not mad at that. The other choices for the midseason awards can't be mad at that. Maybe not the Derek Carr MVP vote by David Carr.
Dude, he jerks his brother off too much.
Maybe that one should have been brought up.
Can you read his reasoning?
No. It only has why Steve Mariucci chose Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay. Well, good, because Derek Carr is by far not playing as good as Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes. Kyler Murray. Dak. I mean, he's fucking playing better than Dak. Dak's still playing better than him.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert. Fucking get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's all I gotta say. All right, boys. I think that's it. We finished another week gone.
Somehow.
So, all right, y'all. We love you, and we'll see y'all next week. Hope you enjoy the show. Fuck y'all. All right, and peace.